intensity.
Zero filters. Mood swings.
Brain fog.
No sleep.
Rage.
Real talk.
Rage. Soul burning hot flashes. This is our time.
Welcome to Metal Puzzle, where Metal Pulse meets metal. It's time to roar.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Metal Puzzle. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Good. Doing well. Good. Tonight we have myself, Jasmine, Sara, Cathi, Ida, and Sheri. Cathi, how are you doing this week?
Oh, man. This week has been rough. Really freaking rough. I have a lot of rage this week, and I just had to let it go. I can't hold on to it anymore. And now I'm feeling kind of defeated.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's all right. I'll get over it.
What did you said you had to let it go.
Yes.
What did you do to help yourself let it go?
Well, I did a lot of breathing, and Audrey helped me a lot. My girl. Yeah. And just kind of like taking a second and going, wow, you're really out of control today. And just stopping and thinking about it. And, I always smoke. So that's what helps me.
Okay. Are you doing a little bit better today?
Yes. Yeah. I have to say yes.
You have to say yes.
Yes. Anything's better than that rage.
Right. Yeah. Understood. Rage is not fun.
Maybe a field trip is in order to a rage room.
A rage. Yes.
Why not?
Like where we go and break things.
Absolutely.
Oh, we do the paint room where you can splash paint. Is that not
No, we want to
insane?
break shit.
Yeah.
Ida, how are you?
I'm making it. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I said I'm making it.
You're making it.
Yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks, but outside factors, not so much this. I'm very irritable though. That's my week of irritability. It's not been cute. I won't even try to sugarcoat it. Thank God Ryan left for Myrtle Beach because he may not come back. He may, you never know. No, but I had a lot of victories this week and I'm just going with those. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you were getting you're drifting away from the mic there for a little
My
bit.
fault. But yeah, so I'm just taking my wins. A couple of them were big. The little ones, I'm just not feeling great still, so I'm just trying to get over that. And I think once I do get over that a little bit more, I won't be as irritable. So I'm just going to cross my fingers. I think that's where I'm at this week.
Okay. Are you doing anything to try to help your irritability?
Well, in my head, it sounds really good, and then my mouth doesn't cooperate. So I'm trying to sync them up
You're right.
the best I can.
I got you.
But I do think about it, and I feel like that's also a win.
Hi, Sara.
Yes, hello.
How are you doing this week?
I'm okay. The beginning of the week was good. The guys had a show, and I thought it was really fun. Great night. And the past few days, I have been not great, filled with rage. I consider myself to have a very long fuse. It takes a lot to get me like mad. Like I'll get mad about silly things, but feeling genuine anger is it doesn't happen to me often. But lately, and this happens to me periodically, I am having a very, very hard time with all of the hatred on social media all around. I'm not singling anybody out. We're not discussing politics on this podcast. But as a whole, I find that the things that are shared are very hateful. And I'm having a very hard time with it. I've just been very rageful. It's been weighing very heavily on me, and I just really wish that people were more loving towards one another.
And are you finding any way to feel better to
So basically
work
when
through
this
it?
happens, what I try to do is I try to alter my social media algorithm by like searching for different things, or I like to read my smut books and try like it's just a different form of dissociating, because when this happens, I can't dissociate in real life because that's like my safety net. I just leave leave my
Right.
mind and I can
Uh-huh.
avoid the hard stuff. But when stuff like when it's really bad, I read my books. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that helps me get my mind off things and calm down.
Yes.
So
Yes.
today was a little bit better, but the past few days have been hard for me. It takes a lot out of me. So
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
we need more love, not so much hate.
Right. I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Hi, Sheri.
Hi, Jasmine.
How was your week?
Okay. Not too much rage this week. I actually was pretty good this week.
Yeah.
More irritability, I think. Like I said, not so much rage. I did get a lot done this week. My focus was better for some reason. I still don't know why
Oh my God.
exactly. Because when did you see? When was
What'd
I
you
here?
do that's different?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. No, but I
You better check the ingredients in your prosecco. Maybe there's a new ingredient or something, and
yeah. What's in the
share it with
It's
us.
the ice cubes.
Something's
Yeah,
in the ice
right.
cubes. It's the same prosecco. I don't
Once
know
it's
what's going on.
watered down, she's a whole new person.
No, but I did. I got some appointments made, which to make an appointment for me is like you have no idea. Like it's been sitting there for a while. Like I know I had that. I made myself appointments. I got some appointments made for my sister, like things I don't normally do that they've been sitting there for a while. I did that. I went to an appointment. Like I literally went to a walk-in appointment yesterday and got an X-ray done. That I've had the script for like a week now. Just things like that. Like I normally just 2 doctor's appointments done yesterday. I walked out of one, walked right across the street into a walk-in X-ray, yeah, which is odd for me. I just lately that's not me. It's so out of my realms for some reason. I had it together this week. But again,
awesome.
it's only Wednesday, so there's 2 more days. But yes, so the rage has been under control. Just a little irritable, so not too bad.
Well, congratulations on those victories.
Yeah, on those 2.5 days, I'm doing okay.
Yes. It's amazing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. I've been filled with rage.
I was just going to say, your turn.
Filled with rage all week. Everything is pissing me off. It's kind of the same thing that's bothering Sarah. It's just the unsolicited opinions, the comments. I don't know what else to say. How I'm trying to get through it is just get through it. I don't know. I'm not trying not to think about it. And if I sit on it long enough, I can just get over it. So that's what I'm doing. Just sitting on it and getting over it.
Do you feel that something set you off, or just?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to talk about that, Jasmine?
Nope.
Well, sidebar.
Let's do a sidebar. Yeah.
If
No.
I sit, I will stew on it, and it will make my rage 10 times worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I like to laugh at those people, not you, the people making the comments and the people giving their unsolicited opinion, because I don't really care what other people think. But I do think there's a lot of hate out there. People could be a lot more kinder to each other. I don't know if that's happening anytime soon, but
No,
but I got a lot of unsolicited opinions over the past couple months on me or my life or what I'm doing, and thanks, but I got this.
And that's horrible how one thing has affected you still,
Yes.
like all week. How just one
and
thing.
it started with that one thing, and then it just balls up because I'm already in that state of mind, and then other things will happen, and it just because I'm already there. Those other things are also going to piss me off. And when I say sit on it, I don't mean like I'm not stewing on it. I'm just sitting on it and trying to go through the logic
Okay.
of what has happened and why would this affect me, and how can I get to the point to where it won't affect me.
That's interesting. That's very interesting,
Yeah.
actually.
Call me and we can laugh at it together.
And a part of it also is some of the things that I've seen are basically what this podcast is about, how women are unheard
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to what's going on with us. And I've seen it multiple times this week. And then it got me to think about some things that have happened in the past, as far as even in medical, going to see a doctor for something, and the difference on how a woman gets treated and listened to compared to how a man gets treated or listened to. And I have a lot of examples of real life things that have happened to me. I'm going to go ahead.
Quick question. Are you finding it more with a male medical doctor or a female? Because I feel like when I go to the female doctors, that's a slightly different story because they are female.
Mm-hmm.
So were yours male or are you seeing both?
I've seen both. Yes.
I'd like to, if you want to share.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to share right now. I'm going to start off with, there's no filter here on this podcast. All right. We're going to start off with saying years ago, my husband had a hemorrhoid. Okay. And he was in excruciating pain.
Remember that?
Yes. And he went to the doctor, and the doctor immediately referred him to a surgeon that day. He was in to see that other doctor within 2 days and had the surgery done within a week. Okay. That was the first time. It happened to him again. This was about 6 years ago. It happened again. He went to the doctor. The doctor referred him to another doctor. That doctor saw him within 2 days. That doctor took care of him right then and there in the office.
Wow.
He did not have to wait. He was good.
It's not even worth the question because it's my brother.
Oh, how he took care of how
Yeah. And in the office, I'm so confused, but go ahead.
Bert can tell you how she took care of him there, because that one was a female. Not like that. But anyway, now I also developed hemorrhoids, and they were extremely painful. And I went to the doctor, and I said, I have hemorrhoids. They're extremely painful. They're waking me up at night. Okay, here's some cream. I said, I've been on cream. Well, this one has lidocaine in it. Okay. So I took the cream until it was empty, and I was still in pain. I went back and I said, I'm still experiencing pain. Okay, I'll give you a stronger cream.
Oh my gosh. Was it the same doctor?
Yes.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Now,
A
was that
stronger
a girl
cream.
or a boy?
This is the same doctor office, and it's a girl.
Oh, it's the one that helped Bert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you went to the same one. Okay, my bad. I missed that.
So then, fine, I'll do this cream again. Meantime, I'm in pain. It was waking me up at night. Went through the cream, didn't work. Went back to the doctor. They're still there. I'm still in pain. Okay, I will refer you to another doctor. Finally, they sent me the referral to go see the doctor who took care of Bert, took care of my husband. All right, I go and see her. She does the exam, and she goes, okay. She did like this, what's that red light shit called?
The
Infrared?
Okay.
Infrared
The red
lights?
light therapy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the same.
She was like, I'm going to do that. Okay. She did that. It worked for like a few weeks. Like, I was still uncomfortable, but I wasn't in excruciating pain, but I was still uncomfortable. I had to go back. Like, I'd say I probably had to wait 2 months to go back.
Because of the specialist?
Yes.
Which sucks.
Yes. It's a, what are they called? I can't remember what the specialist is called. So anyway, went back. I said, it's happening again. She checked. She said, yeah, it seems to have gotten bigger than last time.
You don't say.
Right.
Come on.
Okay. We're going to do this treatment again. Okay. She did the treatment again.
Very nice, I'm finding, because I would have been like, listen, buddy, I'm not getting up one more night feeling like this.
Right.
I feel like I
Yeah.
would have snapped at that point.
And you think being a female doctor?
Right.
I just
Yeah.
think being a human being.
Well,
like
that
if
Yes.
you're
that
complete-
too. But
Like,
Mhm.
how many times are you supposed to wake up and feel that way? Because I would
Yeah.
lose my ever loving mind.
Yes.
I just know it.
Yes.
it's like, here, let me see your ass.
Yeah. So that didn't work. Again, I had to call. Went back in again, a few months again, went back in. Okay, we're going to do the treatment one more time.
Jesus.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Did the treatment again. Okay. Didn't work. Called, went back. She goes, well, the last thing to do is surgery, but it's a very invasive and it's uncomfortable. And I said, well, I am at the point now to where I'm sitting on an inflatable donut at all times. I'm taking this big red donut to work with me. I'm taking it when I'm driving. I'm taking it going out to dinner. I took it to
Cancun.
Cancun.
I was just about to say, didn't you bring it to Cancun?
Yeah,
I remember
because of how much pain I was in at all times. Okay, well, all right, we'll go ahead and schedule the surgery.
Like you were an inconvenience. Like,
No,
yeah, it's
Like she was
far
doing her a
out.
favor.
Did you
So
bring
this-
up Bert at all?
No,
been bringing him up, I would have lost my mind. So
That-
I
yeah.
mean,
this lasted from beginning to end 2 years.
that's
Forget
for the
it.
patience of I don't know what. 'cause I
Exactly.
certainly
Yeah, I
don't.
would.
2 years. They saw my husband and had him fixed within a week both times.
Well, the last time I don't remember it. I remember the first time when it was abscessed. I get that.
Yeah, and while the doctor was in there removing his abscess, they thought it was a hemorrhoid. He also removed some hemorrhoids for him.
That was nice of him.
Now, why was that treated differently?
Well, you don't know because who knows? I mean, is there an explanation for it?
No,
I don't know that there really is.
no.
I'm going to flip it around. I know that this is not it. Maybe women have higher pain tolerances, so they're like, oh, they can handle it. But can we say it?
I don't even care.
Yeah, that's fucked up, you know?
Yes.
See, that's me making excuses for bad
Well,
behavior.
But she's a woman. She, I don't know. Is that how you treat patients differently? I don't
No.
know. I've never experienced that. So I don't feel like I've ever experienced that. That's why when you said I have a lot of examples, I was ready to
do.
hear them because I don't know. I can't give a side by side. Do I think there's doctors that have dropped the ball 100%? Did they do it for a man? That part I don't. You know what I mean? For me.
Right.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. Do you guys have any stories?
No, I don't.
No? Really?
Mm-mm.
Well, you and Bert use the same doctor. Like Ryan and I, we don't use the same doctor. So
Well, this seems to be all over the place, though. Like, it's not just me and Bert.
I get that. But I feel
There
like
are a
it's
lot
easier-
of women out there who are feeling unheard and are getting
I
different
agree with
treatment.
that.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. But as far as to be able to come and have an example, I
Mm.
just don't have an exact example. But have there been times that I've had to get a little unhinged? Yes.
Yeah.
100%. Just because I felt like the care in general was weird and not where it should be. And when someone's in pain, like I can only deal with so much before you stop acting like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have definitely been rejected at doctors' offices, but I don't have any comparison to a man.
Or
Gotcha.
slow rolled, if you will, like almost like a slow roll.
Yeah.
Like she did. Oh, well, the last thing is that
Yes.
kind of thing. I feel like happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have like a personal story, but more of like a general insight. So I'm getting an IUD put in and I'm absolutely terrified. Thankfully, my doctor is amazing. I love her. She's giving me pain management medication as well as like an anti-anxiety to take beforehand. But I have been doing all this research on the procedure, and I have heard from women that it is the most excruciating thing that they've ever been through. People who have given birth before, and they're offered no pain management. It's kind of common that there's no pain management given. There's no numbing agents. You have to advocate yourself and ask for it, which is crazy to me.
It is.
Because I also heard that men can get vasectomies and they numb them. They give them medication to take, and it's like a night and day difference.
When like, do you have it scheduled?
Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking is because you guys know I was in the hospital, and when And, you know, my symptoms, we're not going into all of that, whatever. But for what I have, they sent me home with absolutely nothing.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
And,
God.
and I was like, but I was on pain meds there because through the IV. Like they wouldn't do what they were doing there without the pain meds, but they sent me home to get this because I have an in-home nurse, right? And nothing. I had to physically ask. And what I think I'm learning is that due to the epidemic that's out there, it's just so, they're not as, and here's my thing. I don't like to take them. I'm not taking them now. I think I took 2 of them because when I first came home, that first week was just awful for me. You know what I mean? I'm getting used to my routine. I'm getting used to what needs to be done right now and what, I can tolerate what's happening to me. So I don't use them. But it took me asking twice to even get them. So I don't know that it's, I don't know. I feel like that might be a bigger thing maybe. Because even my in-home nurse was like, they sent you home with nothing?
Yeah, that's.
And I was like,
nuts.
yeah, nothing. She was like, I don't understand that.
That's absurd.
Yeah, maybe
That's insane.
right, because maybe if it was Ryan, he might have walked home with them, like walked out of the hospital with
They
them
didn't
in
have
his
an issue
hands.
giving them to me in the hospital because it was IV.
It was IV, yeah.
given, but they made sure that I had it.
Right.
And if I had to ask, they certainly came. Obviously, if you were within your time frame, they certainly didn't have an issue. It was not an issue. But when the nurse first came in, the week I got home, it was like the next day. She was like, took all my stats and did what she needed. Before, she started whatever. She was like, are they giving you anything? And I was like, what do you mean? Yeah, I have antibiotics. And they're like, no, like, did they give you anything for the pain? And I was like, yeah, no. And you just seen her face. What?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they did eventually call it in for me, but it
Yes.
was like after the first week, and the first week was the absolute worst. So at that point,
You were already used to it.
and it was
Right.
getting better.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was getting a little every day. Hopefully this is a little bit better,
Yeah.
So I feel you on that one. I
Yes.
just wonder if it's going to be more widespread than we thought, maybe.
I don't know. I'm just hearing. I mean, like I'm also hearing like people saying it wasn't that bad, but the majority of the research that I've done, people are saying that you should demands be put under for this type of procedure. That they just do it in the office, like just
Yeah.
I mean, you're good. Yeah,
Telling you to be
I had no
yes.
idea it was
Yes,
that
yes,
bad.
that is what I have
But like
heard.
nothing numbing or anything like
It
that.
varies on where you go.
So what's your lady saying?
Oh, she's amazing. She's giving me painkillers and Valium to take before I go in,
Right,
so that
like
I can go in loopy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take Valium to get an MRI on my heart. It was awful.
Yeah, I've never taken it before, and I'm a
No,
lightweight. So.
it was amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Because all the no, I'm serious. Because all the anxiety I felt about being in this little tiny tube, because I'm claustrophobic so bad. It's so funny because I think I was telling Jasmine, I'm in the tube. I'm got to be in there a good 25 minutes at this point, and it's a 2-hour test, so I'm dying. Sorry, real quick. I was like midway. I'm like, I didn't feel anxious at all. I felt like I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm just crying. I'm like, so obviously I was still, but I didn't know it. You'll be good, girl.
I told so Dave's going to come with me, and I said I want to be treated like a child that has to get a shot. Like I want to
Yeah.
be babied.
Gonna
I
be
want to be
fine if she
babied because
does
Yes.
I'm absolutely terrified. But
Yeah.
thankful that I have a good doctor
I'm
that
telling
listens.
you, if she prepares you that way, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Your anxiety you won't know you're anxious.
Yeah, I just hope that I'll just dissociate.
It'll
through
be
the
so
whole thing.
fast.
Yeah,
Sarah,
that's
you'll-
the thing.
Sarah, you'll
and then
be
like
okay.
maybe I'll get in there and be like, oh, that wasn't so bad. but what
Trust
I'm
me, you'll
hearing,
be so glad. You will be. You will be so glad you
the
did.
pros outweigh the cons at this point.
I'm telling
like,
you, girl,
yeah,
you'll be so glad you did.
I can't wait. I can't wait. But
Well,
I'm
glad she
terrified.
listened to you.
Yeah.
I guess that's where I'm at.
Oh, she's amazing. Yeah, my doc, but that's my case. But the majority that I'm seeing, women are just going in and just raw dogging this
Yep.
IUD. Just putting it right in there
That might
with
be the
nothing.
right phrase.
Right
Yeah.
through your cervix,
I've
right
done
into
that.
your
Yeah,
uterus.
I never used any pain or killers
And you
or
were
nothing.
fine?
I was fine. I never
Oh,
used
man,
anything.
You're badass, though. That's crazy to me.
I never used anything, in or out.
Wow.
I remember the last time I had mine taken out and then had the new one. I remember sending Chris a picture and say, "See what I did for you?" I sent him a picture. picture of it.
So she's just bragging at this point.
I was like, see, just got another one.
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait.
Oh.
I'll pick your brain.
All right.
Yeah.
I do have another story of comparison between me and my husband. My husband had a bad knee. He went to the doctor because it was hurting. Doctor drained his knee, sent him home. It started hurting again. Bert went back. Doctor drained his knee, sent him home. Was still hurting. Bert went to the doctor. Doctor said, okay, we got to do surgery. Made an appointment. Bert got surgery done. Okay, so that's all he had to do. I go to the same place. Okay. I go in there because of my arm is in pain. And this started with me 5 years ago. I think it was about 5 years ago. My arm and my neck. I go there. They do x-rays. She says, okay, you have arthritis all through your neck. And you got to do physical therapy. So you have to do 6 to 8 weeks physical therapy. I think it was 8 weeks physical therapy. She gave me like high anti inflammatories, right? So I do that. It's still hurting. I go back. I'm still in pain. I was to the point I couldn't even lift my arm. And she's like, okay, I can get you some cortisone shots or nerve blockers. I have to be put under. She puts me under. She gives me the nerve blockers in my neck. It stayed going for a good year. And then it happened again. So I called her again and it's back. Okay, come in. I go in. You have to do 8 weeks of physical therapy again. Wait, what? Why am I doing? And when she even told me, and the physical therapist told me, this doesn't work when you have arthritis. Like the physical therapy is not going to work for the type of arthritis you have. So the physical therapist like, we're just going to try to just push this through, like keep coming, but we're going to try to get this, push through as quick as possible. But I still had to do the 8 weeks of physical therapy. And then it was, okay, now we can schedule you just to give me shots, right? So again, this started for me 5 years ago, and I just got my second dose of shots last month.
Wow. That's crazy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, Jasmine.
Bert was all done with his knee. He did not have to get shots, and he did not have to do physical
What
therapy.
is it with your husband?
But you didn't have
Seriously.
fluid for them to drain.
That is
right?
crazy.
No, I didn't have fluid.
So I wonder if that might be a different factor. But I'm just playing devil's advocate,
Right,
really.
right.
But the time.
I feel pissy for you because I
Yes,
even remember that
'cause
the
the time.
second set of
Time.
shots
It's
didn't
been
even work.
5 years that I've been going through this, and Bert got it. Boom, boom, boom.
And then you say the second set didn't even work fully.
Yeah, they had to do it the second time I actually had to get it done twice.
Yeah, I
Where the
remember.
first time I only had to get one set, and the second time I had to get it
So
done
then
twice.
what's next? That's what we need to take track of. What do they do next? Go back to physical therapy?
Go back to physical therapy. That's what they're going to say.
Oh my God.
But it's just,
Stinking up their
again,
ass.
where Bert, as a man, I feel like is getting treated different than me. I definitely think that there is a difference between how a man and a woman get treated in the medical field. And I wonder if it has anything to do with, like, unconsciously the healthcare providers assume that our symptoms are related to stress or anxiety or emotions, hormonal changes. Do they just assume that's what's going on instead of
Possibility.
really just listening to somebody?
I feel like a lot of people think women are crazy. So
Yeah.
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 I think people think that we're dramatic, we're sensitive,
Right. Right.
and
in all
we just feel things
fairness,
too hard.
I've been all of those things this week. So I am so sorry for that. I'm adding to the
But
stigma.
the reason why we're like that is because our bodies have not been studied.
right. No
It
one
has
listens.
taken them a long time to get to the point to where they are, and at the point that they're at is bullshit, and it sucks.
I
And
do
still not. We're still not
challenge-
studied. They're just starting to
Yeah.
look into this.
Yeah.
I challenge any man, especially a doctor, to have a period and menopause. I surely do.
Yes.
And I love the men, the doctors that think they know the women and they can tell us about our
Yes.
bodies and what's going on with them, because I'm sorry,
Right. Yeah. Well, for
you don't know how I feel right now, Doc, because you've never had these feelings.
right.
So you can't tell me
Right. And that
how my
has
cramps feel. You can't
Yeah.
tell me how my mood is right now. Sorry.
Right.
You can't.
Well,
and that has to do with the fact that for decades they've only studied the male body.
Yeah. I mean, you
They
can't
haven't
tell me how my mood
studied
is, but
They haven't studied the female and how the difference is between the male and the female.
Yeah.
And like symptoms are different for a female than they are a male, even in heart attacks.
Oh my God.
But they
yes.
based
Yeah.
they based the heart attack symptoms off of what a man does.
Yes.
Really?
Not a woman.
Wow.
Autoimmune disorders are also different in women. ADHD is different in women. Autism is different in women. There are many forms, like there's many different health symptoms that are different in a woman than they are for a man. I think strokes are different too.
Hmm.
But they didn't know this until recently because everything was studied on a man. Everything. I actually have a timeline here that shows
I'm ready. I'm ready
what
for this.
what it went on. I know for most of the medical history, the male body was treated as the default human body, and women's health was only studied for reproduction. That was the only way that we were studied. And I have here that 1977, the US FDA recommended excluding women of childbearing age from early drug trials. So we didn't get studied in 1977.
This is not helping my rage.
Nope.
Helping.
Nope. In 1990, guys. 1990, not 1890. 1990. There was the creation of the Office of Research on Women's Health at the NIH.
What?
Wow.
1990. Okay.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Yes, it is. 1993.
Wow.
1993. The NIH funded clinical trials were required to include women, but not until 1993. That's when they finally included us into the trials for what's going on with the body. And
That's insane.
in all of our textbooks, it was a man's body.
I was going to say, I was already
Right.
out of school for several years then. I'm trying to
minus
remember.
the
My
reproductive
God.
part in health, right?
Minus-
'Cause then that was the woman.
Minus the uterus. But that's all you saw.
Well,
Yeah.
like the reproductive in your health class in like 8th grade or whatever, they decided to teach it to you.
Yeah. But did you ever see a picture of, in your health book,
Yes.
the woman's clitoris?
No,
No.
I don't think.
But did you see the man's penis?
Sarah, the bean.
Yeah,
Yes.
so lots of wieners and
Be-
those.
yeah, we
testicles.
saw all the
So
penis.
interesting.
The
beans and the weens, and we saw them all, right? Did you know that they finally started adding, not just like everybody knew there was a clit, but they didn't know details about the clit. They
explains a
finally
lot.
added this into the medical literature
In so many ways.
in
That's
the
funny.
in the late
That
20th
explains a
century.
lot.
That's insane. That's insane. This kind of listen, it does kind of make sense though. This kind of ties back to what we were talking about last week. I was saying that I believe that menopause isn't taken so seriously because older women aren't taken seriously. So when you are past an age where you can no longer have children, bear children, I think the medical field, they don't really care. I mean, I think it's getting better now, but that ties back, like you said before, it's all about women's reproductive health, but not actually our health as a whole.
Yes.
I don't know if that was a ramble, but I think it kind of ties in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I have one more story that I want to tell. So after I had my second child, I had a prolapsed uterus.
Oh my.
And I remember the day I went to the bathroom and all of a sudden I freaked out because something was hanging out of me. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Keeping it real today.
And I said, oh my God, oh my God. And I jumped up and I told my husband, I said, you need to take me to the hospital. He's like, why? I'm like, I'm falling out. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm falling out. Like, I don't know. There's something falling out of me.
Were you so scared?
I was terrified because I was 24 or 26 years old, something around that. And
yeah.
I was terrified. I didn't know what was going on. So I go to the hospital. They check me and they told me that the emergency room is only for emergencies.
Are you serious?
What? Oh my.
Here's my
Uterus was hanging
uterus.
out your
Hello.
hoo-ha, and that's
My-
an
Wait, what
emergency?
hospital?
Wow.
Salem.
Well, that's why it is the way it is, but
Yeah, I was
Still.
told it's only for emergencies. And I said, this isn't an emergency. Like, there's a part of me hanging out. And I don't recall that ever being there before. Like, I feel like I have a penis right now.
Oh my gosh.
And they said, this is not an emergency.
so what'd you do?
I was gonna
I had to leave.
I
Your
would've
uterus
put my
hanging out.
pants down, sat on their lap.
right, right. I'm not leaving until you put my
How you
uterus
wanna
back.
leave?
Do you want to?
No.
I would have showed them.
No.
I would have been like,
So
look.
No. So I had to leave. I made an appointment with a gynecologist. I went to the
Like
gynecologist.
the next day, I hope.
Well, I called the gynecologist the
Like,
next day,
I
but you know
remember.
how long it takes to get an appointment.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because I remember when you called me and told me it was happening. I just don't remember details because I'm old.
Well, so I go to the gynecologist. He tells me, well, yeah, but it's not that bad.
What?
That's what he said to me. Yeah, but it's
He
not
said
that bad.
that to
He
you.
did. He did. And I remember saying to him, and he goes, but you're young. And I went, do you think it's going to get better as I age?
Right.
Because I don't think that's going to happen. And he didn't have an answer for me. And he walked out of the room.
Because you schooled him.
Yes. I was told by an emergency room it's not an emergency. I was told by this gynecologist
Always get a
that it's not that bad.
I can't even comprehend that right now. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
have children. I've
Sometimes
never
you
given
just-
birth.
So
just
I
can't
had
even-
to just push my uterus back up in and live my life. And every year I would go to the gynecologist and I would question what's going on.
Every year?
And every year I got told,
It's not that bad.
you're fine.
Was it painful?
It was uncomfortable. I had a lot of discomfort. And sometimes I would feel like the only way I can describe it is like somebody was just grabbing it and pulling on it
Like
because there
pressure.
was pressure.
Wow.
So were you afraid like every time you sneezed? And
Yes.
you know what I mean? Because I would have
Yes.
been.
And having sex sometimes hurt.
I was just going to ask, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
And then I
that's
would bleed
crazy.
afterwards.
Jasmine, there's
Oh,
rules against that.
Jasmine.
He's my brother. Okay.
Well, we obviously had sex. I had a child. I had a couple
I
of
do
them.
too.
All
I had
you're
a couple.
getting out of me this podcast is our bunch of wows.
That's fine. You can while away
Yeah.
every year. And then one year, now I want to tell you guys, like I told you, I was in it's like 24, 26 years old.
Mid to
It was 2001 is when it happened, is when I sat on that toilet and said, oh my God. Okay. And it's way later. I all of a sudden got this terrible, horrible pain. And something's wrong. Something's wrong. I have to go to the hospital. This time I went to a different hospital and it was a woman doctor who examined me. And all I remember, she was down there and she went, oh my God, honey,
Mm.
why haven't you seen anybody about this?
Oh my God.
I said, I have seen multiple people about this and I was told it's not that bad and it's not an emergency and they weren't going to do anything to help me. And she goes, oh no, this is terrible. You need to get this fixed immediately. She said, you stay right here.
Oh.
She went and found the doctor who was going to do it, brought him to me.
the same guy.
This was a different doctor. And he said, you are to call my office tomorrow morning and we are going to get you straight.
Wow.
So somebody finally listened to me. Somebody, did the surgery to fix everything. Me.
Wow.
They had to pull it all up. They had to adjust it, put it all back together. The time span between that, from when it started to I got it fixed, 14 years. I had a uterus hanging out of me for 14 years. Like not my whole uterus. It was a cervix. I don't want
just
people to
your
think
cervix.
like I'm walking around with an underwear full of uteries. But
Now that's all I can see.
14,
Think of how easy that IUD would have went in.
Oh,
my God. It would have been right there.
But they could have just handed it to me and I could have just popped it in.
It would have been right there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, check, I got this. Poop.
Told you
No
this morning
problem.
I had jokes.
You got jokes.
got jokes.
You got the
If your
jokes.
butthole would
you
have
this
started falling out. Like, let's talk about it.
That's
'cause at this
crazy.
point,
I cannot believe
Yeah.
that. I cannot believe
Yeah, it
there's
was
a lot of
14
things I would do for you, but
fucking
I'm
years.
not really sure about
Ida,
this
can you
one.
come push my uterus back in,
I would
please?
think about it though. 'cause then it
Ida,
makes
I
feel
would do it
good.
for you.
I would do
You
it for
probably
you.
would. I'm
Yeah.
thinking
I
I'm
would
not.
push
as
I would have to
Madison.
completely
I
leave
would.
my body, but I would do it.
Listen, I think
I
that
would
that
do-
makes you better than me. Okay with that?
I got your uterus. We got you.
Listen, I'll call. Can I call a phone a friend for that one? Because
Yeah.
okay. If I had a partner, we could probably both.
Yeah, like y'all can
share.
cover. It's fine.
Pick a straw.
But now I'm good and fixed. Nothing
I know,
falls
and
out
I'm
now.
so mad that you don't pee when you sneeze and I do. I'm so
Yeah,
over
because that got fixed too. I don't pee no more. I was peeing all the time. It was terrible. It was horrible.
Damn, Jazz.
So on that, I feel like women really need to just stand their ground. Don't be like me. Don't wait 14 years. Don't wait 5 years. Don't wait whatever it was, 4 years, 2 years. Advocate for yourself. You have to be your own advocate. You have to go there. You have to demand answers. When you go, be specific about how the symptoms affect your life. Instead of just going and being like, I'm so tired. Go in and just tell them, I used to walk 2 miles every day. And now I don't have the energy to even put on my shoes. You have to tell them. Keep a log, keep track of when your symptoms started, how often, what are your trigger, what makes them worse. Keep track of everything so that you can take that, so you remember, just take it to the appointment so you remember everything. Use clear, direct language, use phrases like, this is affecting the quality of my life, or this is not normal for me. Ask what else could be done. A lot of doctors just, like that gynecologist, you're fine.
Yeah.
And walked out. Ask questions. What could this be? What else could it be if you don't want to tell me? If you're telling me it's because of stress, if you're telling me it's because I'm aging, what else could it be though?
Mm-hmm.
What if it's something else? Ask for the next step. Again, if they're like, okay, just do this, walk out. Here's some cream. Well, what happens next? What happens when this one tube of cream you've just given me doesn't work?
Yeah.
What happens next? Ask those questions. Bring somebody with you who can help you as well. Who, if you're the type of person who, when you're on the spot, can't speak up, take somebody with you. Don't be afraid to get a second opinion, even though I had 14. Get a 15th opinion if needed. Just trust yourself. You live in your body every day. If something feels wrong, it's okay to continue seeking answers. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm at that point now.
Yeah.
I just had a follow-up blood work done and it was saying like everything looks okay. Kidney numbers were a little off because I've been dehydrated, but medication is probably the reason why. So it's like stable. I'm not happy with it. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. My blood work's good other than that number. But like I said, it could be medication, just dehydration.
Yes.
And it came out pretty much the same as my last blood work. I'm still not happy with it.
Yeah.
But what is it? It's good. And then everything was fine. It's good. And I'm like, she's like, what do you want me to do? Like throwing the ball. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Like, because she thinks everything's good. Like everything's fine because there's nothing wrong with anything.
Right.
And I was concerned because I'm having numbness in my fingers really bad. And it's gradually getting worse.
Oh.
Now that's what I went the x-ray for. She gave me x-rays. I went and got them on my neck because it's possibly could be
From nerves.
so,
From
yeah.
in
And I've
your
had
neck.
2 spine surgeries already in my neck, fused twice. So
Yes.
it most likely is probably something pressing on a nerve. So that's why I got the x-rays with that. But I was concerned, my blood sugar, stuff like that, because my mom and my sister were borderline diabetic. She's like, oh no, it's definitely not your sugar. So all my blood work's good, everything. She's like, okay, so what do you want me to do? She's like, here's x-rays. So I'm like, okay. So when she gets those, but it's the same thing, advocating for yourself.
You too.
Like, okay, I want this. So I'm still not happy with the blood works or, with the numbers with the kidney. So I'm going to go see a specialist just to make sure, just for me, just for my head.
And honestly, if
why
they
not?
don't find
Yeah.
anything, keep telling them I don't feel right.
Yeah. It's not that I feel bad with that or anything, but it's just it could
If
be the
your
medication.
fingertips
Oh
are
no, with
numb,
with
then
that,
you
yeah. Oh
don't
no,
feel
I'll probably
right.
know I definitely will have a follow up MRI. I've been through the whole process before. I've had back surgery. I've had 2 fused,
Yes.
discs in my neck. I know the process. They got to do the X-ray, then they'll do the MRI. So that's just a waiting game. So
Okay, well, take care of yourself.
Yeah, definitely take care of yourself.
yeah,
yes.
that I know.
Do any of you have anything like that to where you were trying to seek answers and just felt completely dismissed?
I'm healthier than you, so no. Because like even just coming out now, I got multiple different things. Some doctors thought I was on this medicine because it was in there. Some doctors thought I wasn't. I literally had to call the head nurse and say, "You're sending me home." And I went through all that not to come home and have issues or die. So like, listen, this is what I'm about to tell you. Somebody needs to come back and tell me what my futures look like for the next till I'm recovered. I can't come into this with mixing. I'm not the doctor. I can't fix what I don't know. And you guys are acting like one person's acting like one thing's fine. Next person's like, what do you mean you're not on that medicine? Huh?
Right.
Yes, I did. I called everybody until the head nurse called me back.
Right.
And I said, I don't feel comfortable. And I'm not trying to throw the doctor under the bus because he was great. But they're saying, you're on blood thinners? And I'm saying, no, I'm not. And they're saying, why aren't you? That's what we have you down for. And I'm like, okay, well, am I supposed to be on them? Because blood clots and the fact that I threw blood clots, right? So
Yes.
listen, buddy. And then the doctor called me within 20 minutes. The head nurse called me the same day. Yeah, because I can't sit there and accept that. So, I mean, if all else fails, just be mouthy. It is what it is. I
Yeah.
don't know what to tell you. Because
Yes.
I still don't feel right. Right? So, help me. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle back. You had mentioned heart attacks
Yes.
between men and women.
Yes.
About 10 years ago, I had a heart attack. Family history, I had no idea. Went to my mom's cardiologist. The stress was crazy. It was 2015. Actually before that, 2014, the stress and everything. So I was having chest pains. So I went and had a cath. Nothing showed up in the cath. Heart looked okay. And that was like September of 14. Well, March of 15, in between there.
Man down.
Man down. In between there, I was having chest pains. So they gave me nitro, just take with the chest pains, whatever, chalked them up to panic attacks that I was having, which I was having panic attacks. Nothing was showing up in my EKGs. The EKGs were fine. So, not heart related, just panic attacks. So in March, it was getting really, really bad. Like we'd be just driving and I was having them like bad, taking nitro. I was eating nitro like it was candy. And Chris went to work. It was like 7:30 in the morning. I was sitting on the couch. I called my boss. I'm like, I'm not going to make it in my chest. I'm really bad chest pains.
Aw.
So I ended up calling my aunt. I was out back, in my backyard. I'm waiting for my aunt to pick me up, take me to the ER because it was that bad. I couldn't even stand up. I was like practically sitting in the driveway. Takes me to the ER, take all my blood work. I'm in there. Nothing's coming back in my blood work that I had a heart attack. Absolute nothing. I know I had a heart attack. Nothing's coming back. Blood work, nothing's on the EKG. Now, mind you, every office visit, nothing shows in the EKG either. So by this time, Chris is at the hospital with me. Still nothing. I'm probably there a couple hours at this point. Nothing at all. They're looking at me like I am crazy because I've been telling them the history I've been having for months. Nothing. So now I'm getting my discharge papers and I'm like so upset. So all of a sudden, my heart starts and the chest pains start. Chris, get somebody in here. He's like, someone needs to get in here right now. So they come running in, hook me up again as I'm half dressed, hook me up, took the blood. Damn, did they come in? I'm having a heart attack.
Oh my God.
All of a sudden, the EKG shows a heart attack. All of a sudden, blood work shows a heart attack.
That's good.
But it took that nothing shows up, and you're talking about the symptoms are different in a
The
woman and
symptoms are
man.
different,
Nothing
yes.
was showing up. I wasn't
Wow.
having arm pain. I wasn't none of that at all. Absolutely nothing.
Now, if they studied the woman's body prior to 1993, they might have known what else to check
I
for.
had none of those symptoms whatsoever.
Right.
Nothing. None of those
That's
symptoms
insane.
whatsoever. Nothing.
That's crazy.
That is
Nothing.
absolutely crazy.
And I recently, And I still carry nitro. I have it with me all the time because of
Just in case.
the EKGs, because nothing showed up. And just at the doctor's office recently, because they asked me, I still get chest pain.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be a panic attack. I don't know if I'm going to have a heart attack. And they're like, well, you get regular EKGs. I'm like, yeah, I do. But I could drop dead right here or have a heart attack because I don't trust them.
Right.
Even my cardiologist, he's like, you're my wonder patient. He's like, because he doesn't even trust them.
I'm going to start spitting out some stuff real quick. If anybody got anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Enter Sandman by Metallica.
Yes.
Rusty Cage by Soundgarden. Cowboys from Hell by Pantera.
Sweet.
Nice.
Time by Anthrax. Arise by Sepultura. Hanger 18 by Megadeth. And Mama Coming Home by Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. There are 2 things that these songs have in common besides being bangers. Okay. Anybody want to guess what these 2 things are?
Death.
No.
Sounded like we might have been on that track. My bad.
1, they are 35 years old.
Mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. It's
Really?
I was a
35 years old?
Yes. Which 35 years old is the age where the first symptoms of perimenopause begin, correct?
Mm.
So these songs are 35 years old.
Wow.
Okay. It's crazy, right?
Yes.
35 years. Are you kidding me?
right.
They're like on the oldies station now.
Yeah.
With Guns N' Roses.
It's
and Bon
insane.
Jovi.
Right?
Play them at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Elevator.
The second thing is that they were released before the medical community began putting focus on studying women's health.
Like Cathi said, I have no words. I wish you could
I
see our
don't.
faces because we're all just like shocked.
It's
this
astounding.
whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think we need? I saw a reel the other day, and you can go on a heavy metal cruise.
Oh yeah, Sheri's been on them.
They were jamming out, and I thought
Monsters of Rock.
maybe we just need to go there.
Well, they have the Monsters of Rock. That's a little more milder.
Yeah.
But then they have the 70,000 tons of metal too.
That's what
I
I'm
haven't been.
talking
I haven't
about.
been on that one.
Yeah,
I'm
that would
saying
be
is
fun.
If the guys don't want
But
to
that
be
one
in the
looks
ocean,
really crazy.
No, they don't.
okay.
Whatever.
Yeah. We'll go on that.
Monsters of Rock is really fun. You'd probably like that
Yeah.
one better. Maybe
Yeah.
I think.
That'd be awesome. Ladies, guess what? It's time to go already.
Cool.
I hope you all got some enjoyment from this and, learn to
Chime
speak up
in
for
if you have
yourself.
doctor
Right.
stories.
Just because you don't have a penis doesn't mean you're not important. Okay. So listen, may your sleep be deep, your range be brief. I'm gonna do that over again.
You got this. You got this.
So may your sleep be deep, your rage be brief, and your playlist be heavy. Until next time, this has been Metal Pausal.